and the 2001 World Champion of Public Speaking, DarrenLaCroix.
Hi, my name is DarrenLaCroix, and I'm the 2001 World Champion of Public Speaking. I was fortunate enough to outspeak 25,000 contestants from 14 countries to win that award with one of the funniest speeches in the history of that contest. But it wasn't always that way. Back in 1992, I took the stage for the very first time as a comedian and bombed miserably. In fact, it was so bad when I would throw out a punchline, you would hear the ceiling fans. And it actually got worse. I remember one night in Providence, Rhode Island, I literally peed in my pants that I was so nervous to take the stage. But I'm really doing this video because I want to thank Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy's Psychology of Achievement was a program that I got early on in my career in 1992. It was so impactful that it literally changed my thinking when he asked the question, what would you dare to dream if you knew you wouldn't fail? It impacted my thinking and opened up a whole new world for me. In fact, I actually used that story in my World Championship speech.
I was driving down the road listening to a tape of Brian Tracy, and he asked a question. He said, what would you dare to dream if you knew you wouldn't fail? I struggled for an answer, and then, bing! I'd be a comedian. But you have to understand my background. I wasn't funny. I wasn't a class clown. In fact, the first time my brother ever laughed at me is when I told him I wanted to be a comedian. Ouch.
So I'm doing this video to say thank you, Brian Tracy. You may not remember, but I actually met you 2 years later after winning the championship. I did a speech about being a speakaholic at an NSA event. You came up to me after and told me it was one of the funniest speeches you ever heard. I just about cried, thinking I was just a kid who was never funny. No one ever told me I could be a comedian. It wasn't supposed to happen. You opened a whole world to me, and spending so much time with you in my car, changing my thinking, allows me now to live my dream and do what I love to do for a living. That is inspiring and teaching other people and other speakers how to connect with their audience. Thank you, Brian Tracy, for what you do.
After 4 years of business school, I went out and I went for the American dream. I bought a Subway sandwich shop. Oh yeah. You're all impressed, I can tell. I don't want to brag or anything, but in 6 short months, I took a $60,000 debt, and I doubled that debt. That's right, I turned Subway Sandwich Shop into a non-profit organization.